So today I'm so excited to be heading home. We're going to be going to a small town called Kings Lynn. And there is one of my best friends, a guy called Ben Tansley, or as I know him, Tano. Now just under a year ago, we got a phone call to say that Ben and his family and a good friend of mine, Tom, had been in a really serious motorbike accident. Now Ben has been told by the doctors that medically he will not walk again. But me knowing Ben will walk again. Hey! How you doing, you sausage? I'll tell you what, you've absolutely lucked out here. Which side do you sleep on?
I sleep this side.
And what is it, literally just pop out your chair and into it?
So I have to sit like that, and then, keep your legs off. And then you get...
Oh, you got in there, right, didn't
you?
Today I'm going to be going down and training with him. And Ben wants to give me a little insight into the conditioning or the reconditioning that he has to do with his upper body. It's not as hard as I thought it would be.
Nah, to be honest, it's easy. First couple of times are hard. I've got the Harley Davidson in there.
That day when you came to meet India, I was talking about this with Binks and we were reflecting on it, how such an incredibly special and personal day turned out to be an absolute nightmare.
That was crazy because we'd come to see you and I didn't even put any levers on because I thought, oh, I've got the kids on the back, you know, nothing's going to go wrong. We'll go, I want to turn up a bit smart to meet everybody and yeah, on the way home, yeah, massive crash. And the next thing you know, I was laying on the floor, yeah. Jude was strapped to me like a backpack, like there was a seatbelt around me to Jude. So as we were going on and slid along the floor, Jude was like riding on top of me almost. And to be fair, I mean, that could have saved his life, you know, I don't know. Could have caused my injury, could have saved his life, I don't know. But either way, the best scenario happened, you know, like I had the injury, Jude was fine.
What goes through your mind at that stage? Ambulance arrives, medics come down, you're getting rushed off to the hospital.
Yeah, I mean, I can only remember like bits about it. I can remember asking about my legs. I can remember thinking, cool, I'm in a bit of a bad way here. But then I can remember being in the helicopter. The doctor said I'd actually exploded my T4. So you obviously have your vertebrae. My T4 took such a force that it just shattered and bent my spinal cord as well. So I think just below the T4 is where my level of injury is.
When I got that phone call to say that the doctors basically, they had that one-on-one conversation with you and the outcome would be that medically you were told, worst case scenario, you weren't ever going to walk again. And I remember actually when James called me up and told me the news, I just burst out in tears, man. I was absolutely devastated that...
You probably cried before I did.
I think I probably did. Do you know what, it cut me up so much because you know this. You've always been the life and the soul of our group. And I was thinking, that is going to kill you as a person, that, you know, everything that you've loved.
I think I joked about it. Like, I joked about it. There's no bigger challenge than someone saying to me, you are never going to walk. And I'm like, well, you've never met me. You know, like, I believe I can. You know, and I'm already doing things I shouldn't be doing, and who knows what's around the corner.
So you've told me about this machine so much. How does it actually work?
Basically, that's called an FES machine. It stands for Functional Electrical Stimulation. So basically,
It's a lot of big words.
Especially for you. Yeah. You put these electrodes on you, and it gives you electric shock. It stimulates the muscle, makes it move.
Is it painful, or is it just...
Yeah, it feels like a bee sting. If you turn it up too high, like it's painful, yeah. But for me, that was the first time ever, like in physio, first time I ever sweated, you know. So I'd gone from laying flat on my back to mild recovery to this. I come off it dripping. No one in physio had ever come off it dripping. You know, like I was willing my legs round, and it was good. So I fell in love with this from the start. Best thing for my recovery, 100%. This is what will make me walk.
I remember calling you, and Binks was there to support me. She was just to the side. I remember calling you up, and we started having this conversation. And I remember putting the phone down. Binks looked at me, and I had like this really like surprised look on my face. And she was like, "Well, what happened?" And I said, "He's just told me he wants to do a marathon." And she goes, "You what?" And I said, "Hang on a second. The guy's just been in an accident. He's just been told he's not going to walk again. And I think you were only like in the hospital for like, what was it, 3 weeks or something?
Yes, yeah.
3 weeks after the news, and you were already plotting to do several marathons the next day. It doesn't matter what you get hit with or what you're told you can't do. I'm like, do they not know who this man is?
Yeah.
Like, telling you not to do something, whether it is a medical fact or not, is the stupidest thing, because out of spite, you're so stubborn, you're going to go ahead and do it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's stubborn or I like to prove people wrong.
I mean, we're basically going into this blind. I mean, although you've been in a chair for 8 months, I think you know as much about doing a marathon as I do.
I know nothing, you know, like, other than, you know, it's going to be hard work.
Let's smash it, man. What is the sole purpose of doing these?
Obviously, triceps is all transfers, you know, it makes it easy to get in your car the stronger you are. It's a mental thing as well, you know, to come in, get in an ugly wheelchair, it kind of looks cool, doesn't it? You know, it's styling it out a bit, really, but it's hard.
That's tough, man. Ah, come on! Is that your PB?
Yeah. 2:15. Right, you got to do it in a wheelchair though. Oh look, you know that's fatigue. Right.
Okay, ready?
Let's go. How you feeling?
We're good.
Come on, come on. You beat me by 3 seconds. You'd think being a good friend, you'd let me win for the camera, but clearly not. So like for my core, all I do is I like fall back. Now obviously with no weight, I'd be stuck. But that 13 kilos just helps me use my core. Like now try to pull yourself up. You know, it's like, you're obviously using everything, but
12, 13, come on, 14, 15.
yeah.
It is mad to think where you are now to where you were all those months ago.
Oh, crazy, yeah.
People have this perception that an alpha male is defined by a man's physique. And if I'm being completely honest with you, I think it's the complete opposite. I think it's what goes on up here. Up here, mate, you're so much stronger than you ever were. For me, that is something truly to be recognised.
Yeah, and people don't recognise that. I don't suppose, and I don't personally see it. You know, social media, everything's full of, oh, you need abs. You know, everybody's in good shape. You know, and all of a sudden you're laying in bed, unable to walk. That is irrelevant. You know, like, who cares if I've got abs? But it's still a confidence thing. You know.
It may be the case where medically on paper you could never walk again. But I think people underestimate the power of the mind and the ability it has to control that body. That if you truly, truly believe that you will walk again,
you can do it.
You will do it. So what do you think is the next step for you?
Walking is always the next step, literally. You know, the next step is walking. So that's the main goal. Everything else in between is just keeping me sharp, mentally strong, and raising awareness.
I'm so proud of everything that you're doing, and you know, just the admiration for where you were and where you are now. I think it's just utterly remarkable.
Don't cry though at this point.
No, I'm not. I won't. But no, I am. I'm so proud of you, and to be able to share this journey with you, you know, it's such an education for me. So
it's for me. You know, I'm still learning. You know, we'll learn together. You know, it's good.
Today for me was just a training session. But for Tano, this is life. This is the real reality that he faces every single day. The training, the build-up for the ultimate goal, to walk again. And I truly, truly believe that he will walk again.